Hello, Sean. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. This is the basement. It's just me kind of giving you orientation, pointing things out. There is the clean out on the main stack, kind of somewhat in the center of the basement. Not uncommon. We're in cast iron, so metal pipe to start out with. This inlet, this plastic piece that you're going to see here coming up in just a second, that is right at the water meter. If you remember, there's a plastic pipe that's sticking out of the ground with a cap on it with a square piece that you can use to basically take the cap off. Here it is right here. Here's the inside of it. So that's just an opportunity to get into the pipe, although it'd be kind of difficult just because it's a straight-on connection and there's no kind of gradual sweep to it. We transitioned over to clay pipe right at about 37 feet, give or take. You'll see some roots like up ahead right there. That's typical root growth. Generally, they're going to pop in at the connection point. Clay pipe, vitreous clay pipe, generally 4-foot lengths. They're not mechanically connected, so there's always the opportunity for roots to grow in. For them, it's an opportunity to get water and nutrients, for lack of a better way of putting it. So it's somewhat of a buffet for them. I see varying degrees of root intrusion. What you've got in this pipe is what I would consider to be minimal. A little bit heavier here and there, like right there on the left. That's a little bit more aggressive, as is the offset at that connection point, right? So especially at turns in the pipe, whether it's a downturn, upturn, left, right, whatever, because the pipe is just pressure fitted together, you may have a lip or an offset in the pipe. You have, I would say, moderate to minimally heavy offsets. Like this one is a little bit more aggressive, to the point where I'm going to have to turn on a fair amount of water so I can just kind of float over the top of it. You can see at the bottom of all of these offsets, it's catching stuff, sediment, debris, whatever. So it's kind of creating a little bit of a ramp. Everything is flowing freely. What I would say is, and this will be in the written reports, knowing that the level of root growth that you have right now, if things go well and you move forward with the sale, I would probably come back to the pipe in another 12 to 18 months, reevaluate it. For no other better reason than you don't know how quickly these roots propagate or grow in here, right? So you wanna get a handle on what the norm is for this pipe, and then you'll know. Roots coming into clay pipe is to be expected. The question or the unknown is how often you need to clean the pipe, maintain the pipe. It could be every 5 years. It could be every 2 years, depending. There's not a ton of trees. There's some, but not it's not a heavily tree-lined street. But yeah, I mean, you just want to kind of get a handle on how quickly you have to come back to it. And here's the city connection. Again, everything's flowing freely. You're not catching paper products or holding on to things. There's no sections where you're underwater. So all in all, I would say the pipe's in pretty decent shape. We want to come back and look at the pipe again sometime in the near future. Again, not to keep beating this, but to see how quickly the roots grow back. But you also want to get an eye on those offsets. Okay, has there been movement with that? Right? Have they gotten worse? Are they staying the same? Whatever. So you just want to reevaluate and just see where it is. But for the moment, I would say things are in good shape. I'm at this point grabbing some disinfectant wipes and getting ready to pull back. I clean off my cable as I pull it back in. I'll keep the camera running. Feel free to watch the return trip if you want. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me with questions or concerns.